Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Labyrinth for session 17. We're exploring the dark corridors of silence and heavy dust, phantasmal skeletons, and now a bunch of gold pieces that have started moving right in front of Verdun. And they have clustered into a swarm of creatures known as horde scarabs. And we're entering a combat initiative, as they have all formed from the broken chest on the ground, coalesced into this nasty little swarm of shiny things. Ooh, shiny. And then we're going to kick off initiative with our new first act. And you are muted. Good start.
I think I'm just quite confused by what's going on. Character-wise.
Somebody looted a chest and, somehow a bunch of gold coins got angry.
They have wings. They're flying.
I think that somebody was you, wasn't it?
That's not important. Somebody did it, though.
The blame.
Somebody. Okay, then I might well try to attack it with a sword. Attack one of them with a sword?
Sure, it is theoretically possible.
Yep, seems kind of bizarre, but maybe it will work.
Here, we'll move you up. Just to make things easier so you're not switching through stuff in your phone. Phone? I'll move. That's how that worked. Phone and move coalesced into foam. So I'll move your character up to melee range, and you can make
need
an
an
attack.
IO dictionary.
My dictionary would be the worst dictionary known to humankind. And it
okay,
still
need it,
there we go.
Okay,
24.
Yeah, that's good. No, yeah.
So 8 damage.
Nice. You managed to clink, slice one of them right in half. I guess it's a short
Well,
sword,
that's
so
good.
technically stab one in half. So that's 8 damage. Does it have anything going on with resistances? You go to stab, and it's like striking a gold coin. It doesn't have as much purchase as you initially intended.
Does it look kind of tight?
You can use your bonus action to attack if you want.
Yep. 20.
Very good. That will definitely hit.
That is 5 damage.
Nice. Go around to the nearest odd number because it's resistant, and it will take half that. So it has taken a total of 7 piercing damage.
Surprisingly
right.
strong, these things.
Yeah, they're made out of coins. Sort of. Alrighty. So that turns you moved 5-10 feet up towards it. If you want to stay where you are, you can. Or if you want to try and back off, you can as well.
I might back off, I'm not quite sure how much room we've got to maneuver, so I might back away, let some other people.
So we'll place you over here. There is technically a phantasmal skeleton over there, but I didn't roll initiative for them because it was kind of drifting through you very creepily.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Just kind of float. Tickles.
Oh.
That would actually probably be awful. If a ghost actually did go through you. Just think about that for a moment. Or not. Alright, so that's pretty good.
Oh.
Shudder. So yeah, you
That didn't sound like a shudder. Oh, that's the style. I mean, oh gosh, oh jeez, oh no.
Oh no! Technically it has an opportunity attack, but it's a weird... It's not technically in your space. Like, its reach is 0 feet, so it can't hit you. It has to occupy your space first. So yeah, it would have one if it was swarming you. So we are looking at let's see, Valentil. You're tucked around a corner.
Yep.
Having witnessed your companion be a loot goblin, he's not is started to loot the chest. Doesn't quite work with blind goblin.
No. So I'm going to cast Inflation, making all of them worth much, much less, and therefore be much less dangerous.
Nice. So a second swarm appears right in beside the other one, as you inflated the cost. So now there's another one.
I've wrecked their economy. They can't recover. Valentine for the
much.
win. All right, no, but for real, I'm gonna
Keep it in game.
I'm gonna cast level 1 lightning missiles,
Nice.
targeting each one of those little turd muffins with one of 3 missiles.
Sure. Yep. Just roll damage.
Which is 1d4 plus 1, I believe, for each of them.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 1, and of course the spell slot.
All right, so that is a 4 for one of them.
4.
A 4 for the second one, and come on into the thing. There you go. Oh, and a 5 for the last one.
Nice. Pew pew pew. Little pew pews.
I'm
Each
sorry.
individually.
That's not how they sound. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Describe how they sound as each individual bolt hits one of the scarabs.
Things like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
So much
Pew,
cooler than pew pew.
Yes.
Catch that. Can you do it again?
No, I'll have to just play the audio at some point.
Nice. So you hit the swarm and you hit a bunch of the scarabs floating around. And that's pretty good. Yeah, you would have had to move here. But actually, I don't think technically... well, they always hit their target, but I always assume you have to do it.
Yeah, because magic missile can like curve around corners and stuff, right?
It can. I don't know if the spell specifies that you have to see it, or if it is just you choose within range. Which does matter.
I'm very sensitive to money, so I could sense when the money is moving.
So you see these bolts curve around the corner. And would you like to stay where you are by the bloody skeleton? Which doesn't make sense at all.
I mean, I'm not terribly creeped out by it. I don't know that moving would benefit me in any way, so I'll hold here.
Nice. Alrighty. So, next is Tinra's turn.
I want to. Both of the phantom thingamajigs are in my line of sight. I want to turn undead.
Okay. Well, I will just point out, just so we're super clear, there's a phantom through the wall on the far side.
Yeah.
There's a
There's one near
phantom
me as
far
well, isn't
below.
there?
And then there is kind of one drifting here, but they haven't actively looked at hostile towards you yet. So there is technically only one you can see.
Alright, okay. I can't see the one past the scarabs then.
No, that's behind the wall.
Okay,
goes up.
fair enough. I'll, just to be on the safe side, I'd rather err on the side of caution, I'll try and turn it.
Okay.
17. Do I get any bonuses for my... Mind you, it has to save, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I rolled it as 3.
Okay, I won't need... Yeah, so hopefully it'll just scarp her.
Do you have Seer Undead?
Sorry? Do I have what?
For your turn undead, do you have Seer Undead?
I thought it's just an all action, it's not a class as a spell, is it?
It's not. Sometimes if you turn, there's also some additional stuff you could do as well.
It just says channel divinity, turn undead. As an action, present your holy symbol. So I'm waving it around and speak a prayer. So I'll mention Almara be praised under my breath and hope that nobody else scuttles away.
Okay, that must be a later
Each
feature
undead
then,
that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails, it's turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. It must spend its time trying to move away as far from me as possible.
Nice.
It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me, basically, so it has to stay away.
So there's a 30-foot radius sphere or something like that? Or is it a 15-foot radius sphere?
So for its action, for its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Yeah.
If there's no to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Oh, yay, the dodge action. Yeah, okay, so Seer Undead is probably a later feature I'm thinking of then. DC 15 definitely fails with 3. It is each creature within 30 feet of you. So, technically speaking, you would get the one through the wall if it could be affected by it too. Which I don't technically think.
Hooray!
But if it, you know...
It's like a psychic thing, isn't it? Because, I mean, they're not solid, are they?
That's a 14 for another one as well. So if you were to get this one, it technically just fails as well. So they're both turned.
Hooray!
Praise the Rana.
Don't stop. It's you stir it. Let's not get onto that topic now. Otherwise, the whole session's going to go downhill, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What did I say?
Cool. So you turn undead.
Especially that witch.
Oh, yes. Where was I? Oh, yes. Cool. Would you like to move anywhere?
Well, let me think. Back to the map a sec. So, I'm sort of near to our new, aren't I?
Yeah, you're really close to our new. Still got some light glowing.
Okay, I'll move a bit closer to, oh no, not Valentil, Verdan, because he probably will need some support, won't he?
Sure. I was going to say, if you move down here, you'd see a little bit more of what's going on here.
Needs all the help he can get, is the phrase we use in my part.
Yeah, I don't think I've got much that's going to work on the scarabs, but never mind. Unless they're undead scarabs.
You do have a wacky mace.
Yeah, I do, I suppose.
Baseball
It feels a
bat,
bit cruel, really, doesn't it? But I suppose we'll see. Let's see how vicious they are.
Oh, they're misunderstood too?
They are, yeah, they are.
They just don't like being loot goblined.
Yeah, they were minding their own business until a certain person upset them.
Yeah,
well, they were
somebody-
hoarding themselves. There's plenty of people that could use their money better than they could. They're just sitting here, hoarding it all in their little dungeon. They're misers. They deserve to be beat with a bat.
Sure. Yeah, so one of the little horde scarabs had broken off from the swarm, gone after Verdan, tries to bite, rolls a 2 on the dice, won't hit. So it sucks.
Verdan's too skinny. Lean.
Lean. Cool. And I need everyone within 5 feet, so that's going to include Tinra.
Yippee, not.
Technically Arnu, and definitely Bird. Needs to make a dexterity saving throw. As gold glittering dust starts to settle on the 3 of you. 16 will be good enough, yes?
15, I don't know if that's enough. Do I have any bonuses? Let's have a look.
I don't know, you might have a bonus.
15.
Too.
Dexterity.
25 is definitely
Yeah,
enough.
15, so that's 17 then.
17's enough. So you manage to avoid this glittery gold dust as it starts to settle on you. You manage to twist your bodies out of the way, or put your shield up to deflect it all, or something like along those lines.
Verdan just stands like this.
Can't see him. They just see his nose.
Exactly. And that's its entire turn. The skeletons drift away.
Pew pew.
Yep, exactly. Oh, jeez. Why did I put so many in here? Alright, Verdan. It is your turn.
Yeah. I will upcast Burning Hands to 2nd level.
Oh, yeah. I need
And-
to do a saving throw.
Yeah, Dex.
Does the swarm have good dex? It does have good dex. That's going to be 16.
Damn. It's a 15 for the save.
Yeah, so I'm going to take half of this.
Alright.
Oh, I got to roll for the little scarab as well. Oh, he takes full of it. So the little scarab is instantly incinerated.
Nice. What?
And obviously, I'm casting it down the hallway.
Oh yeah, you didn't turn around.
Just blasted everybody.
Yeah.
That's why I'm around the corner. I knew some tomfoolery was going to happen.
So I take half of 13, round to nearest odd numbers, so 7 damage. Cool. So you scorch it with your burning hands. The fiery cone billows out in front of you, and you see some of these scarabs, the kind of gold chitin that they have, starts to melt. As it's looking bloodied from that, definitely.
Literally bloodied? Do they bleed, or do they just get all melty and whatnot?
It's looking melty. It's looking beyond half hit points or beyond. Mechanically speaking.
I was just curious for flavor, like what they actually do when they die. Are they?
The swarm becomes more dissipated, and I would say, with the fire, they definitely melt or just get crunched, kind of like an insect.
Okay. Sounds delicious.
And then I'll kind of back up behind Tenra.
Thanks a bunch. Thanks a bunch.
I got your back. I got you.
Oh, you got
Literally.
one of them. You got one of them. Thanks a bunch.
They won't sneak up behind you, that's for sure.
Thanks a bunch. That's moral support, isn't it?
Let's see. They'll kind of squeeze past.
How many of them are there?
Well,
He's only got one, isn't he?
There's just like a handful of swarms. It's a swarm, so it's just once the swarm is defeated, they're kind of gone. So there's only a few left in the swarm. Basically, their attacks are going to be a little bit weaker. But it's going to occupy your space, Verdun, kind of squeezing through Kinra's space.
Well, they're not bothered by me because I've not done anything to upset them.
No.
Oh, that's what it is, right? The moral high ground. She's wagging her finger at Verdan. Should the loot goblin.
So it's technically in your space, so it's going to make it attack there. How many attacks can? Oh, just one. Ooh. That I think will miss your AC at 11.
Yeah, mine's 12.
Yeah. Cool. What's it gonna do? I think it already did the bonus action. Tiny scarab. Swarm can move this to the space. It can't. Okay. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Their melty forms can't find purchase on you as the swarm is waning, dissipating, and it misses.
Too rich for their blood.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Beautiful. And then we go back to the top of the round with our new.
Sort of kind of was hoping that the some spell casting would have dealt with all of that, because I don't feel like I'm quite the best equipped, but I might just see whether another couple of sword attacks might help. Cause it did something. So.
They did. There's only like 3 bugs or something left. Like, mechanically speaking, it doesn't have a lot of points left.
Okay, 15.
I believe that will hit. Yes.
Okay, so 6 damage.
So you hit. You actually managed to hit a couple scarabs with that attack, and there's only one scarab left. It's just kind of floating there, very pathetically.
Okay, cool. So use the bonus attack on that last one then.
Yes, very precise.
Damn. Our new take
And that is 6 damage.
So you managed to very adeptly and precisely pluck it out of the air. And the
Don't
rest of the
irritate by these
scarab,
things.
yeah. No
You're a
one likes
scarab
these things.
slayer.
Exactly. And they all kind of clatter to the ground. Clink, clink, clink. Onto the ground. Melted, kind of like smashed in half, crunched, as the swarm
Are they worth anything?
I was about to say for Dan, and for Dan loots the bodies.
They're all crunched and squished and melted.
But are they gold? That's the
They
question.
look like gold.
Oh, I see. Okay, there's the rub. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care how squished the gold is, it's still freaking gold, but if they're just look like, okay, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Way to go over, Dan. Jeez Louise.
Fool someone.
Yeah, they can't.
Fool's gold.
And I need
Nah.
everyone to make a perception check, please. This one's relying on hearing.
I feel like I've wasted this, but I've got a 20. That's probably a waste.
Is dirty
I
or
need
not?
that for I need that for combat, not for a perception check. That's probably my 120 of the night.
Well, if it's a nat 20, I'm going to add that to your character progress. Because you get to add your perception onto that.
I got a 22.
Oh, we all roll a perception check? Is that?
Hang on. Because I don't know if I got any
15.
bonuses on perception. I don't really look, do I? Let's have a nose.
I heard 3, so...
Oh, I've got plus 4, so that's 24 then.
I think she said 15.
Okay, I heard the E part with all the other voices.
Yeah, 15.
Oh, so 15 is good, so 20 of the bonus. Awesome. So Tinra and for Dan, I didn't hear what Valentil did, but it's probably that one.
12. It was a 12.
You hear, kind of echoing throughout the labyrinthine halls, a guttural roar coming from somewhere. Kind of where in your position, if you're facing where the scarabs came from, kind of like to your left area. Sounds a little bit muffled, like there's a barrier in the way, but the big roar going from the left side where you're facing.
Oh, that's right. There's a monster in here, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Check that in the session notes.
Well, I don't.
Some people don't read those.
Oh, I know.
I studied.
Now, did I find anything when I initially looted that chest?
I'm pretty sure
Or-
you already grabbed that.
I wasn't sure if I did or if it was just as soon as I opened it, a horde of golden monsters came out.
I think you did, because there was throwing knives in there, and there were some coins that you did find that were not one of the scarabs.
Okay. So I
And
think
as
we
you
can
Yeah, as you picked up
continue
a
on.
handful. Yeah, as you picked up a handful of coins, a couple of them turned into the scarabs because you weren't able to investigate them enough.
Yeah, skill issue.
But yeah, there's something here that may or may not actually be aware of you, but you heard the noise echoing throughout the halls.
So I
Valentil does
know-
not look free.
So I know we were we were following just the walls as we went on, so I don't know if we were gonna go like down here.
Yeah, I thought we were making like a bunch of either lefts or right, or we were pretty much like whatever direction we go, we're just gonna keep going that direction. So I think
I remember distinctly, Valentin was like, my mother always said, left, left, left. Something like that.
keep my mother out your mouth.
I
You're
forget
She
my
not-
said-
own lore.
We're making another left turn.
Mhm.
I forget my own lore.
So
Alright.
I mean, I would say with that we continue on, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, there's nothing else here. The phantasmal skeletons are continuing to, like, move away.
So I'll move right here.
You walk up to the chest, take a look. There's nothing there. It's just one of them broken ones. Not very excited. Where's the fog of war to? I want to erase some more stuff. Okay, so if you were to head left, your guys is left.
Mhm.
Get the fog of war. And so
Ooh, it almost was in sync with my movements. That almost that
Almost.
kind of looked cool. Oh, look at that! Oh, yeah! Go
So if you were
Valentine!
to...
Old.
Oh no! You found another chest.
Learning nothing from the last
Absolutely
encounter.
Oh no, it's more word scarabs. Just kidding. You go to loot this particular chest, you reach your hand in, your hand passes through nothing.
Wow. Well, guys, this got gypped.
Valentine chuckles knowingly to himself.
It seems like not everything here is designed to keep adventurers here. Anyway, so, you hit a wall, then you reach around the corner here. Valentine, I don't think, your AC just... So, everyone walking through that area kind of feels a cold shiver run down their spine. Nope, except for Arnu. As you have disadvantage on wisdom checks for the next little bit.
Right.
There's another one of those phantasma skeletons floating around this area. So, if you were to head down this way, you would find another dead end with more spike traps.
Well, spoiler alert.
Let's see, do they actually put anything down here that is interesting? A broken morning star. Okay, yeah, that's very exciting. So heading, so go left, and then go up there, and you go left up there. Okay. Oops! I accidentally threw a timer across the map. Alright, so you go up this way, you find another wall, heading left, down this way.
There's a lot of walls in this maze.
Yeah, there's a lot of walls. It's almost like it's a labyrinth.
Pretty amazing.
Oh.
Valentine sighs heavily.
Alright, so sticking with the left. To the left. Not to the right. To the right. So keeping with your left emotions, you go down this way here.
We're making good time.
Yeah, making pretty good time. Yeah, I know, I revealed the spike trap. Yeah, but that's what's down this way.
Oh no. There's nothing here. No gold to loot.
Alright. So that leaves us here, yeah?
Yeah, and at this point, the dust starts to be kicked up in this area a little bit more, and I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw once more.
Save the Constitution!
9.
Excellent. It's pretty good.
16 plus whatever. Let's just see what pluses I've got.
16 plus stuff will be enough.
11.
11 total, I don't think is enough this time.
20.
20 is definitely enough this time. Where did I put that? Hello. There it is. So the DC was 14 this time. So those who failed the saving throw, the dust tickles your nostrils even more than when you first encountered the dust, and everyone sneezes loudly. Who failed the save?
Diabolical. No.
And the sneeze echoes throughout the labyrinthine halls. And
as if it's a battle cry. Challenging any Minotaur who might be in the proximity to challenge me.
you do hear a growl emanating from somewhere within the labyrinth.
He called my bluff, damn it.
And then everything goes still once more after a few tense moments of silence.
At least when I fail my checks, it results in me sneezing. I can dig it. Oh gosh.
Very clever.
Oh wait.
Alright.
Whoa.
So, what happened?
We need to go back.
Yeah, we're gonna go north.
Alright, so hold on. Was I were to come through here, you come through there. Yeah, you definitely noticed as you were coming into this area, right around here and here, you notice these particular hallways got extremely narrow. You had to go kind of sideways and kind of sidestep your way through this area. There are very narrow halls entering this particular point.
Okay.
As if they were designed this way so large enough creatures wouldn't be able to squeeze through.
Ah,
Sounds important.
if we need to retreat, this is
Yeah,
where
I
we
was
need
just
to
thinking
go.
if we need to retreat, we know where to go, don't we?
With that in mind, everyone, if you wish, can go ahead and make an investigation check.
Ooh, 27.
Oh gosh.
Nat 20. Nice.
No. With my bonus, it's 5. So nat 1.
20.
You are the new
22.
Tinra, aren't you? You're the new Tinra. I got 13.
I got 22.
Excellent. So with a 27 and 22.
Y'all are wasting your high rolls.
For the narrow hallways. Valentiel is doing something.
He's clueless.
I'm
Clueless.
sneezing.
He's like, oh yeah, the halls are narrower here. Sure, cool. We're going to the left. To the left. So he has that on his brain. Verdan and Arnu, you take pause for a moment and consider why these particular wall hallways, these passages, are much narrower. And either you passed through this area and you're now in the area that would lead to the center of the labyrinth. So it's preventing the creature from exiting this area back the way you came, or the center is back the way you came a bit more, and the hallways are preventing it from getting to where you are now. So you're either in the space where the Minotaur is, or it's back the other way you came, and it can't quite get you for now.
Okay. Yeah, like the narrow hallways are kind of containing it because it can't get past those.
Yeah.
Well, I guess which way do you guys want to go? Because let me get the ping tool. I know this area we haven't gone through, and these hallways are pretty narrow too.
Yeah.
These ones are, so it could be like somewhere here.
Well, we're currently, you and I, where we're standing, we don't know what's in front of us, right? So it's right there. So if you just move ahead just to see what's what right there.
Yeah, we can definitely
Might be
do that.
more gold.
I want to fight a beast.
Yeah, I think we should check it out.
So you peek down here, and it just opens up, but not in the way you think. If you were to go left, you would see that. If you were to go right, you would see that.
All right. What if we quickly split up? I go left to see what's going on over there.
Yeah,
Just to see
and
what's
I'll
down
stop
the
there
hall.
just to look down that one.
All right. So the two ladies, you joining anyone, or are you just gonna wait at the pass here?
Oh, I think we'll wait to the pass and just see if anyone yells for help, or we'll run and help them.
Yep. That checks out.
Well, I was the one who somebody hid behind earlier, wasn't I? So I'm only getting my own back.
All right. So I need the two of you guys to make perception checks. I think you have dark vision, so actually, Monty does have dark vision. So,
I think I do, right?
Yeah, you have dark vision there, so you can make a straight perception check. And then if you're in dim light, I just can't remember who has the light spell attached to them right now.
It's me because I have that cloak. And I meant to ask earlier, but I forgot. I don't know if this area is dimly lit or what.
So the only illumination that this labyrinth would be illuminated by, let's get English, would be the light that is emanating from your magic. Otherwise, it is completely pitch black. So all perception checks made out of the range of the light spell, which is, I believe, 20 feet bright light, another 20 feet dim light. Anything beyond that is just black. And perception checks would definitely be at disadvantage.
Well, I got 19, including my bonuses.
No.
But with my cloak, I don't know. I forget who casted the light
It was
spell. I
me,
think it
because
was
it's
Sinner.
one of my cantrips, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought that I casted dancing lights, but that probably wore off.
Casting lights is a minute concentration, so you could repeatedly recast it, and you can have little motes of dancing lights floating around up to 4 people.
Yeah, I thought I did that. Like I had one
If you
following
have that
each
spell
other.
prepared, we can definitely say you've been doing that this whole time.
Let me check. Pretty sure I have it prepared. Yeah, I do. It's a cantrip.
Nice. So, with that being said, Valentil, you have a little mote of dim light floating around you. So it's still technically dim light. And I think it's an oversight that we didn't give you dark vision, because I'm pretty sure elves and dwarves both have dark vision. And
So I get double
literally-
dark vision.
You just get dark vision. So I'll manually add that to your character sheet later. It's something that was an oversight. So you have dark vision as well. So the radius of the dancing light spell, I believe, is 20 feet. Or maybe it's only 10. Either way, it's enough to see all the way down there, so it's a flat roll. You're not at disadvantage with your dark vision, because it makes dim light basically bright light.
With disadvantage, you said, or without?
Not with disadvantage. That's how I would
Okay.
interpret that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so if I roll with advantage, it should show 2 dice rolling, right?
If you roll with advantage.
For some reason, it didn't. Hold on.
You have to like right click it, click advantage, then roll.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, now I did it. 15.
15 is enough to notice that. And for round 2.
18?
Okay, you notice the spikes as soon as you kind of enter this space of where you can see there's a little glint of a chest. The metal of the chest kind of dancing off the dancing lights. And with a 15, let's see, what did I put here? Oh, I did put actually something physical here. Loo-dee-dee-doo. You find a magic scroll.
Is it of monetary value?
It's a magical scroll. So yes.
So technically, yes.
So technically, yes. So you can add a magic scroll to your inventory.
Magic scroll.
You can or spell scroll. We can figure out what spell that is in a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that later.
So yeah, and then round 2, you managed to find another chest at the end of the room, but there's a bunch of spikes in the way. You can see.
Well, I mean, so it looks like they're lining the wall, but does that mean like I can't proceed without, like?
So you would have to make an acrobatics check to kind of dance your way through the spikes if you want to look at the chest.
That's my wheelhouse, baby. Here we go.
That one.
No, hey, I'm actually I'm pleasantly surprised. So let's see, acrobatics. Oh, damn, that is a 22.
Nice.
Valentina
you
the
managed-
Dapper.
Definitely dip, dive, and dodge out of the range of these spikes, and you make your way to the chest.
I open the chest,
Nice.
channeling my inner Verdan.
Whoa! Bunch of spirits come out of the chest. They're just kidding.
Proud of you.
Do they have monetary value?
Oh my goodness. Look, here's the end of this. That's going to be the catchphrase of this entire area. Yeah, you actually find... Let's make it exciting. Because I don't think I actually put anything in all of the chests. Why not?
But by exciting, I think you should mean the loot is exciting, not what comes out of the chest is exciting. That's...
Well, what come out of the chest, if you take loot out of the chest, is that not exciting?
I don't like the way you're using the word exciting. I have a very bad feeling about this.
It might be a scroll of Minotaur control. You never know. Then you can have a pet,
Yeah.
can't you?
Yeah, that's optimistic right there.
Tinner is always the optimist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So inside of this chest is a small orb. You know, about the size of a baseball. Let's see. Does it actually tell you how big this thing is? Nope, just an orb. Okay. So it's basically the size of a softball. And this little orb that you take out, which technically can be used as an arcane focus if you wish to.
Okay.
It's a nice little glowing orb. For semantic reasons, you technically have not identified what this particular orb is, but you have found an orb of time. So you can know whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night. So it's useful if you're in a dungeon and you're wondering what time it is.
You know, I was just thinking moments ago, what time is it in this labyrinth? I have no idea, and I was beginning to lose my mind over it. So now I can look at my orb, and it will say, does it show me like a sunrise, sunset? Does it show me a position of the sun? How does this orb indicate time?
It can be flavored however way you wish.
Okay, I look into it, and it shows me the position of the sun on a horizontal, on a artificial horizon. So what do I see?
You see the full moon.
Oh, it's nighttime, y'all. Y'all.
Yeah, we knew this.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just not going to share my orb's wisdom with you anymore.
It does look pretty, so don't worry. At least it's pretty. It'd make a nice paperweight, won't it?
Wow. Okay. I don't have any defense against sarcasm and derision, so I'm going to take some morality hit points here. I'm just going to drag my sorry carcass down the hallway.
You succeed on the acrobatics check to leave as well.
Yeah, there you go. I succeeded on my acrobatics check to get this orb. Challenge you all to do the same.
Hey, if you're in grueling spaces and you're like, how long have we been here? We need to be somewhere by a certain time. You will know.
To be fair, if we are ever in a sort of adventure where there's a timing element, like something's going to implode in 20 hours, then that'd be quite useful.
Don't make him feel better about it.
I'm sure fate will conspire to make sure that my orb does not go completely useless.
Yes, fate.
I.e. I.O. Hope you're making notes. Must find a way to make orb worthwhile.
I'll leave that up to you. Alright.
Ah. Oh yeah, I can just throw it, can't I?
Sure.
Use it as a projectile.
If you wish, you can replace your crampy orb you have as your arcane focus, and you can use this. It doubles up as two things.
Wait, is it an upgrade from the current orb I'm using, or is it pretty much the same thing?
I mean, you can use it as a spellcasting focus. So you technically don't need just an orb. You can have this orb of time as your spellcasting focus, and your ability to check what time it is. So it does two things. Mechanically, it doesn't change anything. But flavor-wise, whatever you wish to do with a second orb.
Well, I'm going to put one orb in my right pocket, one orb in my left, and leave it at that.
Nice. So, Verdan's kind of heading up that way. Would anyone else like to go anywhere else?
Follow the leader.
I don't know that there's anywhere else really promising to go.
Yep, just follow.
I thought it was more follow the looter than follow the leader.
Hey!
I like that better.
There we go.
Keep
I feel
going.
inspired.
Alrighty. Erase more things to find more things.
Ooh, Verdan cowers as he feels he's in a musical.
I can't keep up with that.
Not Verdan, I'm sorry. Valentine.
Oh, he can't keep up with that. So if we're going left. For some reason, y'all have stuck with Valentil's strategy.
What do you mean for some reason? I don't like this editorializing by the DM here. So much for impartiality. Y'all a bunch of
Somehow,
dummies.
it's worked.
You're summary.
Well, I mean, we don't know. We could be on the wrong side of the dungeon for all we know.
All right, so if you were to head left, you would eventually make your way down to another pile of skulls. And another chest.
Ooh, chest. I open it.
All right. Swirling dark mists seep out of the chest. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
Oh wait, I didn't roll saving throw. Hold on. That's worse.
What?
I did check. Instead
That
of
seems
save.
a bit more accurate.
You can keep the 20 if you want.
Wait, what? Wow,
Yes, I would like to.
just as a quick refresher for me, just to make sure that I'm playing appropriately. Save versus check.
Yeah.
What's the distinction?
So a check is like you're trying to do something that's related to skills you have. A saving throw is like resisting an immediate effect.
But I mean, like in terms of
React-
how we arrive to that number, we're only adding certain.
Yeah, so on your left of your character sheet, you'll see a tiny little box right under your list of ability scores that says saving throws there. It's a small box.
Yep. Okay.
Upper left
Gotcha.
part, and then your skills, of course, are the really long rectangular box. So
Okay, so
saving throws
you
are like
can't really
different
mess that up because when you say you specify, you're like this is an intimidation check or whatever or a yeah. So okay, all right, never mind. I just want to make sure that I'm not somehow.
Yeah,
giving
you can't
myself
mess it up unless you're me.
Fair enough.
So, this swirling mist seeps out of the chest and envelops you entirely, and for a moment you can't see anything. And when the mist finally dissipates, you are standing where you were.
Nothing to see here, fellas.
And that's all that's there.
So it's empty.
Yeah.
You just unleashed the mist upon us, you fool.
Okay, guys, nothing to see here. Let's continue on.
I guess maybe again to our from face down. I guess it would be to the left where it's a narrower corridor than the north one seems wider. The west one seems a little more narrow.
Yeah. I think.
So this one is a bit narrower. Just slightly. There's nothing down here except a broken chest. By the way, you guys have been wandering this labyrinth in-game for several hours. Slowly marching your way through. It's been quite a while.
We're just persistent, that's all.
Wow. See?
And all
Dead
we've got is an orb that tells us we've been here several hours.
And unfortunately, if only. I think it just tells you if it's night or day or whatever.
Yes, it's not even it's not even that useful.
Not in this place. It's more useful
Yeah,
in the
it's-
material plane.
It's especially when it's only nighttime until we sleep.
True.
Our news speaks so sparingly, and yet she pipes up just to debase my orb. Wow.
It's very, very rare but precise.
Like she was just like, your orb sucks. It's totally useless.
It's only as useful as you make use of it. Yeah.
I'm gonna sell it to one of the rubes in the village and make a killing off it. Y'all watch.
Nice. So the space opens up here a bit more as well.
Okay. I'll slowly creep in.
Alright, slowly creep in, look to your right. I need you to make a perception check, please. I think you still have that light on you. I think it lasts for an hour, so you would have to have recast. Or 8 hours. An hour. I think it's an hour.
Kind of a big difference.
Well, you see, my brain is remembering 2 durations. One is the D&D duration, which is an hour. And I believe in Baldur's Gate it lasts for 8 hours.
Aha.
So sometimes my brain overlaps those 2 things.
But
So it's an hour,
also-
you have to recast it.
Also, it's a cantrip, so I would just keep recasting it.
Yeah, you could easily recast Dancing Lights and the Light cantrip. You can have 2 things going at once. So, yeah. So you noticed a blood stain on the to your right. And you can
Nothing
kinda see-
ominous about that.
You can kind of see it kind of like leading up. Mostly you've just found skeletons with dried blood and that kind of stuff. This one looks more like a streak on the ground.
Hmm.
Like something was dragged.
Hmm.
Can we tell what kind of blood it is? Like what it might have come from?
Not from looking at it. It's very old. So if you were to look at it by sight, trying to determine the age, the type of the blood, you wouldn't be able to without any type of analysis.
What if I use my orb?
It'd tell you it's nighttime.
Hmm. Okay. Well.
So without any type of analysis of the blood, but you can tell it's been here for a little bit. It's not necessarily fresh. You can make a medicine check to determine exactly how old it is if you want.
Medicine check?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
No, never mind.
24.
Yeah. For some reason, Verdan knows medicine.
Medicinal things.
Yeah.
He's
It's
big
just as
into
well he got a good
medicinal.
roll because I got a rubbish one this time.
Let's
Yeah.
see. So with a roll of 20-something, you can tell that it's still moist. So it's relatively recent. Hasn't had enough time to dry out entirely.
Good. Good.
What about the, well, you said it was like something was dragged, but what about like any, patterns of, blood spray or something? So I could tell exactly what the injury was that this unfortunate person suffered.
Yeah, we'll continue with that same check. You can tell that there was definitely an impact of something. Actually, I'll see what
Are we legit doing
You also-
forensics right now?
You also notice a little bit of a slime in the walls as well, on the ground.
Slime?
Slime. A little bit of slime. Mixed in with blood as well. So something lashed out, caused a visceral injury, not enough to like cause a lot of spray and that kind of stuff like that. But it was enough to cause a serious injury. But you can see in now, with that medicine check carried over, it's not just one, you can see multiple layers. So some blood is older than others. You can see it's where it has dried out entirely, and then there's recent on top of that. So a bunch of victims got dragged through here from something on the other side of that corridor.
Do you guys want to go down that corridor, or do you want to continue with the going left?
I mean, it depends. If we just want to kind of hang out in here forever, we can go left, but I think follow the blood. It's an old dwarvish proverb. Follow the blood.
Yes, I've totally heard that one before.
Yeah, it's very kitsch
Yeah.
right now. Isn't Arnu usually in the front at this point? Big, strong Arnu.
I love how we have the wizards up in the front.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's good.
Who's
The
been
weakest.
upgraded.
I can go back to be. I can be going in the front, but due to the sort of phone situation, I can't really see the map myself, so I can't quite choose directions or anything. But
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, I wasn't 100% serious. It just I sense we're going to be getting closer into combat, so it seemed like it might
yeah,
be.
Alrighty. So just take a look there, and at the end you see a chest.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
That's big.
that's bad. Valentil backs away and encourages Verdan to continue forward and open that chest.
You know what?
Fortune favors the bold.
Verdan.
Wait a minute, I was just going to see if I got fine traps or not. I mean, just in case there's something, it could have a poison trap or something. It's particularly big, isn't it?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
You only say that because it's Verdan who's heading there rather than yourself.
Yeah, it's not that bad if Verdan's doing it.
Just turn
Just have a look and
sideways.
see if I've got- Do I have fine traps or not? Oh,
Unfortunately, it's a useless spell. I usually make it better if you have it prepared, just so you can actually get some use out of it. Because rules is written, it's like traps are in the area for a second level spell slot. Okay, I can use my eyeballs to see that. So
It's like the orb of spells.
So
it used
yeah,
to, well, it's useful in version 1 because obviously they were hidden traps, but yeah, okay, I won't bother then.
So hard. Like they should have made it like detect magic. Okay, you know what kind of traps are in the area.
Yeah, that's what it used to be.
Yeah,
you can see if it's a poison trap or something.
It's way more useful when you're expending a resource. Yeah, no, streak of blood leads right to the chest.
Can I examine it in some way before opening it?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check. How from here, it's not really easy to see. So if you're trying to look at it intricately, you'd have to get closer. So from this distance, it would be at disadvantage.
He's tempting me.
Disadvantage is Verdan's middle name.
Well, you're staring at something from like 10 feet away.
10?
So it. So from what you can tell from this distance, it just looks like one of the same chests you've been finding all throughout this place. You do notice the blood trail leading up to it for sure, but from what you can tell, it looks like a regular old chest.
Quick logistical question: if we attack a chest, quote unquote, like we shoot missiles or one of our attacks at it, is it? I mean, is it pretty much like it will destroy the chest itself as it should, and anything that's inside that is not easily destroyed will be retained, or how does that work to attack objects?
Yeah, some spells actually specify a target, and a target can be an object or a creature. Some spells are specific that it's a creature. Like hold person is like a humanoid, so you can target a creature. You can't target a humanoid-shaped object with that spell.
So I would
So
think
example,
that's
an object.
yeah. I would say something like our missiles would still hit it.
If it just says choose a target, I would say yes.
Hang on. Oh, I've got my mage hand says I can use the hand to manipulate, open, and unlock door or container. So can I try the mage hand from a distance?
Sure.
I'm a backup.
Oh, no! I need you to be a target. Oh, whatever.
I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you.
Oh.
6'6". I'm right behind you.
Yeah. I'll duck between your legs if anything comes at me.
Alright, yeah. You cast Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
A little, almost like a spectral glove. I can't remember how you flavored it before, but lifts off your hand.
Sounds
You have your Mage Hand in front of you. And you send it over to the chest.
Mm-hmm.
And the chest, you try and open it. Chest does not budge.
Bang, 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 bang. Okay. I retract my mage hand. Yeah, I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't really do anything else with it. Okay, so it's locked. So we're gonna have to nuke it if we want to get inside of it, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say, screw it. I'll shoot a firebolt at it.
Fireball? Alright, make an attack roll.
Mm-hmm. 13.
13 will hit, yes.
Good.
All
Can't
right,
miss a stationary object.
So roll
And the damage is 9.
9 damage. Alright. So as soon as the fire strikes this creature, spoiler alert,
Chest.
its mouth opens up and you see a nasty little mimic in front of you.
Hey.
Oh yeah, because they like being furniture, don't they, mimics? I remember them from previous D&D group.
Yeah,
they like
they
being
love
turned into furniture, and we got attacked by a table once. It was a bit embarrassing.
Only if you lose. You lost, didn't you?
Alright,
No,
so
well, we
take the
survived, but I don't
minute.
remember if it was a hard fight.
Let's see. Immunities, not fire. Yeah, you've definitely got its attention now. So as soon as you hit it, it wakes up and starts to like scurry towards you.
No, Skittle, taste the rainbows.
No.
Guess we got to roll for initiative.
This will probably be nice and quick. So we'll just go in the same return order.
You don't know Verdan very well. Firebolt ricochets off the ceiling, burns Verdan's hand. Mimic attacks, bites his head off.
Yeah, bites his head off. We'll just go in your passive initiative scores for this one. So Verdan, we'll just say that was your resolved action to cast Firebolt. It is technically your turn at top of the round because your initiative bonus is quite high, and I can't remember why.
I don't know either.
Compensation.
I'll back up into this room.
What?
Yep.
You're next, man. You can back up too.
Yeah.
No, he said it's gonna be a quick fight. We just gotta do a thing to it or something.
I'm just trying to lure it into an area where it has to follow us into a wide room, so we have enough room to do stuff to it.
Yeah. It will be a quick fight unless you roll ones on your damage dice every day. But yeah. That was Verdan's turn. He moved. He cast the firebolt. Hit solidly. 9 damage is pretty good. Valentil, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and toss out.
Your orb.
Don't tempt me. I definitely want to chuck that worthless paperweight at it, but I'm gonna hold off on it. Now I do have a question about this because I was gonna cast this against the little things.
Sure.
The static sand, is that a ground-based attack, or is that because it just says crackling sand erupts from a point you see within range? Is it just on the ground, or is it pretty much anything in the air?
Like, it's a point you can, like, it's kind of funny that in the way some things are worded. Like, in general, lots of things are, like, meant to be, okay, you choose a point not in space. Because usually, like, space isn't a tangible thing you can choose a point in. So I would say it can be on the ground, or so you got these walls that go right up, or you got the ground that going right up. Or if there was a ceiling, technically you can choose that as well.
But I guess
I wouldn't say you'd be able to choose a point in the air because air doesn't really have points to choose.
So static sand would not work against air targets.
You could still choose a point, which technically be a creature as well.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then just to test out this power, I'm going to cast static sand.
Because it's on the ground. It's kind of like sliding its way towards you. You could easily cast the spell anywhere.
Yeah, I was just wondering for future reference, because it seems to be kind of an area of attack or area of... Yeah. Which I don't have a lot of those kind of spells, so I just wanted to see how effective it would be.
Yeah, you could probably get away with choosing a point in the air as well, but I'd have to double check the exact wording of that. Because to me, it always seems like if you're choosing a point, it has to be on a solid surface.
Right. Well, in this case, yeah, it works well because we got the ground, the mimic is on the ground, so I'm going to sand the crap out of it.
Nice. So I need to make some type of saving throw.
Dex, I believe? 15?
That is... or fortunately not. I got the same number. That's going to be 18, so I'm going to take half the damage.
Okay, so then I do 3d4?
I believe so.
Wait a minute.
Now we'll draw the aura, because it starts its turn in the area, it takes some more damage.
3d... Do I... Wait a minute. I'm having a... Oh, d4s, right. 3 d4s, okay. Sorry.
Pointy bug top.
Alright, 1, that's a 2, 3, 5, and you take half of that, so 2.
So I like to round to the nearest odd number. So it takes 3.
3. Okay.
And then would you like to move anywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna run behind Verdan here. Well, no, I'm just gonna go. I'll go here. So I'm technically closer, but not in its line of sight if it comes around the corner.
I got your back.
Look, I'm short and I'm old. My
It's still
cowardice is-
live. Yeah, so starts his turn there. To the point you can see within range. Definitely would assume it's on the ground. It's his turn. Well, I need to make another dexterity saving throw. It was gonna fail, so it's gonna take 2d4 lightning damage more.
That's 3 and 4.
So it's gonna take 7 more lightning damage as it starts its turn.
That was a
Nice.
cool little halo thing. What was that?
Oh, it was just the circle overlay here.
Oh, it
You
looked
can
cool.
Yeah, you can technically draw these as well.
Ooh. Oh, do one around me. I want to be glowy.
Alright.
I'm not a square glow. That looks weird. Make it a circle.
I'll let you fiddle with them.
Oh, I can do that. Okay, never mind.
15, 20. Haha. So it moves all of its movement to get there. You can change the color and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it will make an attack roll against the last person who dealt anything to it, so it's going to roll a hit. That's going to be a 15. I think that just hits your AC, unless you want to do anything to deal with that.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm going to cast my shield.
Alright, so it lashes out its nasty little tongue, and you can't shield. And you don't take. Oops. Son of. You don't take any damage as it misses the attack.
Ooh, I like the blue. That's cool.
So it is 1. 9. Okay, so it only can attack once. Bonus actions. That's going to be completely useless. Bonus action, shapeshift back into a chest. That's not going to be useful. So, Arnu, you're up. You just, where you are, you probably either saw or heard that one of the chests that Verdan wanted to loot actually was alive this time and wants to eat it.
Right.
Yes.
He's currently in your direction because you can't really see the map, so I will describe things for you. So from where you are currently 10 feet diagonally away from the Mimic, standing just in the opening of another passageway that leads into the larger passageway where the Mimic is. Currently, just in front of you, Tinra's right there, Verdan is about 5 feet in front of you, and Valentine is about 10, 15 feet away. 15 feet away from you. And the Mimic, like I said, is 10 feet away from you.
Right.
Oh, look at him, he's smiling.
Um. I might avoid getting sort of in people's way and up close or anything from spell
Nope.
attacks and things. So
You'd
I might just
easily- You'd easily be able to run up to it or skirt around behind it. There's enough movement to do so.
okay. Do that and go with the patented sword attack.
Yes.
Where's that? Again.
Actions, attack.
There we go.
I know the mobile app is very different.
Yeah. Okay, yep. 20, 21.
Yep, that will hit, and you can roll a second attack with your bonus action if you still wish to do that, and then we can resolve all the damage out. Well, that's
Okay,
unfortunate.
so. It's 4 damage for the first attack, and then I rolled an 11 on the bonus.
11 will just miss the Mimic.
Yeah.
You find purchase, but you manage to hit more of like the wooden part of it
Mm.
chest form, and you don't really find purchase with the second attack. So 4 damage for the first attack, but your sword on your first attack does manage to sink deeply into the Mimic's flesh parts. For some reason, it sounds worse when you say it like that. Alright.
Yeah.
Tenra, you are up.
I'm going to cast level 1 guiding bolt I'm gonna have to use the dice that hate me because Marcia has just she came over and then just dribbled my d20 away somewhere. I can't find where she's put it. It's just literally like a shooting a goal like that. And anyway, I'll have to use the horrible dice that hate me.
Oh.
Please be nice. Nope. Oh, hang on. Why does it say? Is that? It says 20, but it looks like an 8 upside down here. I don't know.
Oh, we can take that if you want. For some reason,
Well, it says 20 for yeah.
They actually roll cocked a lot. They land on their side a lot.
Yeah, it looked like it was kind of, but yeah, okay.
So if
I'll
it's cocked,
take
you can
that.
reroll.
Yeah, I'll
Automatic
just
takes
take
an
it. It's a 20, and that. So I better just tick off casting guy and bolt.
Yeah, and you can actually roll to hit directly from the spell as well, so it would already do your modifiers. Because that was just a flat roll, and then you'd have to manually add your modifiers, which is fine. But if you go to your spell page and hit roll to hit there, it will already do your modifiers. But that's a crit on an attack roll, so...
I've cast it. Hang on, I clicked on it more than once. Oh no, I've got to undo that. I only cast it once.
Yeah, what you can actually do as well on the damage, we're going to do like the homebrew stuff, 4, 8, 12, 6, 24 damage. So roll 46, and then we're going to add what you could max out from that, because we do those brutal crits.
4 d6, at least she hasn't taken it against my d6. So I've got a 2, another 2, that's consistent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Another 2, 3 2s, that's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, below average.
A 4, so that's 10.
10 damage.
A 1, so, and then I've got 1 more d6 and another 4.
So it's 46. So it was 2, 2, 2, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're casting it at first level, 2, 2, 2, 4. So it's 10 damage. So, but we max out what you could roll on the dice for the critical hit instead of doubling the dice you roll. So 46, so 6 times 4 is 24, plus 10 is 30 for damage. So you absolutely annihilate this thing. Blast of radiant energy.
Well done.
It kind of sizzles and then collapses into a heap.
But it is still standing.
Oh, for goodness sake.
A standing heap.
For the next attack roll, and it has advantage if you take an attack roll.
Well, while we're going around the round again, I'm going to try and find my d20. I don't know where she's put it.
Cats. My dog has these little bones, but they're made out of yak cheese, essentially. So milk from yaks to make cheese bones. She loves them. But this is the first time we've had a dog that does this, but she will actually hide them around the house. So we have no idea where two of them are. Puppies. So, very sweet. But yes, I know the feeling of you can't find something you would like to find.
She literally just came and went whack, and I saw it fly off in one direction, but I can't see where it is, so I'll try and find it. You guys carry on.
Yeah, try being a kid who hides things from you. So my next attack would have advantage, right?
If it's an attack roll, yes.
Okay. Maybe then I'll just shoot it with a firebolt.
Nice. You have advantage on the attack roll.
I got 2 20s. Nice. 27.
Okay. So with the crit, yeah, you're definitely gonna finish it off with that. So how do you what does it look like when the mimic goes to turn towards you? Does the firebolt like go in its open mouth? Oh.
Yeah, so it goes right into the mimic's mouth, and not sure if firebolt like explodes, but it like blows the lid off of the chest, or, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, its head flies off. It falls off.
Yeah. and its tongue just does one of those comedic just
Yeah. Okay, Jabba.
Bonsuda.
It does the Jabba tongue. Nice. And that's the whole mimic. All mimic is done. You just see the bottom half of the mimic half and the chest half just kind of sitting there. And the top half finally lands on the ground in a splatter just beside Verdant. With a speck. A little speck of mimic flesh landing right on Valentine's shoulder.
Hey.
You're welcome.
What can I
Take
say?
that as a souvenir.
Well, nice. 2 nat 20s in a row. You should probably go buy
That
a
was
lottery ticket.
that was insane. Well, one of them, like as I rolled it, it bumped the other one to the 20.
Technically counts. It's how they land. Nice. So the mimic has been dealt with. Unfortunately, no gold. And then the mimic's head lays splattered on the ground beside you. And you're free to explore the rest of the labyrinth if you wish. Valentil, you still have that, little bit of goop on your shoulder from the mimic.
Do I know, does mimic goop have any kind of awesome property? Should I be trying to keep that, or should I just get it off my clothes?
What would you instinctively do? Say, oh look, it's not like getting crapped on by a bird at all. I'm just gonna leave it there. Or would that be the first instinct?
Well, is it Canadian mimic? Because typically that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna kind of mosey on over to Verdan and just kind of like give him a little shoulder brush as I walk past. Whoop, weak.
You'd probably hit his waist or something.
Yeah,
Right, that's what I mean. You would barely notice.
it'd be my thigh.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think, oh, sorry, I stumbled. Oh, jeez, I didn't see you there. Beanstalk.
All right, Jack. Where would you like to go now?
I think north. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Up this way.
Head left. Alrighty.
Still following Valentil's mother's advice.
My mother. She.
Hey, that's a unique looking skeleton.
Yeah.
He's got a little glowing stick with him.
Yeah, a little stick in my highly evolved brains. That's probably a deep cut. None of us probably get that reference.
Nope.
No.
Um.
Can I roll for insight? I'm gonna do an investigation check to see if I can figure out what that reference was for.
No, but I would like to check out the skeleton, see if there's anything cool on it.
All right, you find a stick.
What did I expect?
It's a glowy stick. It's inert right now, but you pick it up. It's like a rod, essentially. That you pick up. Like a very long, ornate-looking glow stick. It's about 1 foot long, made out of glass with 2 little metal cat. So it has some type of luminescence to it.
An ornate glow stick.
And for semantics, you can add a rod of endless light to your character sheet. Let me just make sure that you can, because it's a third-party thing. Yeah, basically, you get a free casting of the light cantrip.
Hey, I'll
nice.
trade you my amazing orb for your ridiculous little rod.
Oh, you want it? I'll take the orb.
You want his ridiculous little rod?
Yeah, the one man's treasure, right?
I'll trade for it. I'm willing to. Verdan is very generous.
Sure.
Especially after your book or whatever it was gave me a frost staff.
Yep.
Very true. It's very true.
I'll
I understand.
repay the favor. I'll give you this
All right.
cool little rod.
All right. So
Bloater.
you get rod of endless light.
Heck yeah. And you
Basically,
get
you can just
And I get this useless orb. It's all cool.
no. It's not. It is the orb of time.
ooh.
Sounds really cool when you put it that way.
I know, doesn't it? Yeah.
Better than the rod of Netherwind.
Of nether what?
Wind.
Oh, okay. I don't brandish my nether wad very often, but
We can also add those later. But yeah, that's all that's down this way.
We got a little corridor here. Verdan wiggles back and forth.
He's very excited.
So he's like a subatomic particle.
Gold.
He's an electron. He's excited. He finds more loot. Is there anything here? Sure. You know what? Let's try this one. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Ooh.
Sorry, actually, no. A D10.
Oh.
10. 1.
I don't think it matters.
The only thing in this chest is a gold ring set with like red garnets.
After
Great, I'll pick it up.
It's worth some. You just don't. If
Yeah.
you have jeweler's tools, you can appraise that, but it's a valued ring.
Yeah. It's still a ring. It's jewelry. Jewelry is worth a lot. So
it's precious. Yeah.
My precious. You
Ugh.
turn around. There's so bad in there. Valentine's like, oh.
I know enough to be around the corner whenever Verdan goes for his loot.
all right. Do you want to continue north?
Yeah.
Oh, right. There's something else down here.
Okay. Cool.
Anyone want to do that? It's mostly been the wizards roaming around this place.
Hey, that's a slur. I'm not a wizard.
Well, we might as well. We're all in agreement to just go north and just keep. Aren't we?
You're a blade singer.
She doesn't want none of that
Otherwise,
dead body.
we're basically going back the other way that we came, aren't we?
Are we?
You're heading back the way out, yeah?
Well, we're heading in that direction,
Oh.
but it's blocked. There's definitely walls in the way.
Yeah, so either it's a chamber where the big bad is, or it's a dead end.
So you're leaving the skeleton.
I'll
Yeah.
dip over there if nobody else wants to do it. I'll just say hello.
Alright. Amongst the bones, you find an amulet.
Oh, you have invincibility.
It's called a clockwork amulet.
Does it tell the time?
Actually, it's when you make an attack wall. Wow.
Whoa, attack
Attack-
wall, eh?
Attack
No
roll.
edge.
Here's the sentence: attack roll while wearing.
Okay.
An attack roll while wearing the amulet. You can forgo rolling a d20 and just get a 10 once per day.
Wait.
So basically, you would treat a d20 roll and an attack roll. You would invoke the property of the amulet and treat a roll as a 10 instead of rolling the dice. You would treat it
Right.
as a 10 automatically.
Maybe it's my limited playing that's coming to play. But I feel like every single thing that I've had to attack has had something significantly higher than a 10 in each.
Oh yeah, and then you'd add your modifier. You'd just as if you would roll the 10 on the d20, and then you would add your modifiers.
Oh,
That's actually kind of good.
Yeah. That means I can't roll. No, wait. So I have to do that before I roll, or I can roll and then go. I invoke my amulet.
It
think you just
technically
roll.
doesn't say, but I would probably say before you make the roll,
Okay.
because it says you forgo rolling the d20.
Right. Okay. So if I want a guaranteed 10 plus,
Yeah.
what would I
You
be
can't
adding to it?
roll- You can't roll in that one and then say, "Oh, I want to use my amulet." You can
Right.
forgo roll the d20
Yeah.
and get a 10. So you can give that. Yeah, I mean, you can keep it, or you could give it to a melee combatant.
Does a
Well, you
melee
seem-
combatant want it?
It actually seems really good for Arnu for like the base attack or the bonus attack.
Yeah.
You can only
Arnu?
use this once a day, but
Yeah, but once per day she can probably guarantee not missing, or also for you because you just tack on your proficiency on top.
Oh, right. Yeah, I Arnu, would you like an amulet or
Sure. What?
I
Why
bequeath
not?
the amulet that I just hard fought and won for to Arnu, because I'm a gregarious and generous man. Dwarf.
Convivial.
Elf.
Yep.
Dwelf.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Arnu strides over. She's like 7'1".
She has to stoop down very far.
Arnu's
Yep.
like, I mean, up here,
Right.
and then down here. Yes.
I'll send it up to you via elevator.
It's a clockwork amulet you can add there. It says only once per day, so So if you're in a dire straits, you have a free hit, basically, unless someone has a ridiculous AC.
Cool.
And they always do.
They don't always do.
I have no answer to that.
Creatures are made to be hit unless you suck.
See, it's that qualifier that really just grinds it in there, doesn't it?
Unless
guarantee-
you suck.
We're going to be whiffing like mad the next time. You're like, well, that just means you suck. You got to get good at the RNG.
You just gotta get good at the RNG.
Again, skill issue.
Yeah. Cool.
Skill shoe.
If you were to walk over here, Valentino, you would feel an icy chill run back your spine. You have disadvantage on wisdom checks for the next minute. There's so many of these bloody skeletons I put around this place.
I'm guessing I am too, because I went ahead.
They're just floating around. They're just doing.
They just kind of do that.
In combat. We're not in combat anymore. There we go. Yeah, so go ahead and actually it's pretty easy to see where these ones turn out here. Go ahead and roll me. Let's see, what do they want here? A D100.
For me,
Yes, you're looting this bloody skeleton again.
as I usually do. 17?
17.
Out of 20, that'd be great.
Out of 100 doesn't sound so good.
At 20%. Yeah, that's
Oh, that's
pretty
just
good,
one of
actually.
those random things where it's like just a random number assigned to the loot.
Okay, roll me a D6.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll leave it. We can change this if we need to. But basically, you find a rare spell component that you need to have for like high-level spellcasting, because some spells have material components that have a gold cost to them that you would technically need to have in order to cast the spell. Like Valentino's Crawl Lightning has a bronze serpent worth X amount of gold that he needs to have with him in order to cast the spell. So you find a high-value spell component amongst these skeletons, essentially, is what happens.
I will, if I can, I'll just choose that one scroll that one lady gave us before we went into the dream world, I think. And we took a scroll for, I think, Tinra to learn. So
It would be for that was I think non-detection or something like that.
I think so. But I would just like to nab that just so that way we at least have that option to us in the future.
Yes. For now, you can go ahead and add a topaz into your inventory as a placeholder.
Okay.
Oh, topaz is like the ugliest version of anything ever.
And you find 4 platinum pieces,
Platinum's nice though.
i.e. 40 gold if you just want to add 40 gold. Alright.
Still
and
trying
that's
to find the topaz.
it. It might be legacy. We can add it later.
I mean, we can just keep looting this place and just retire on the.
What was the second one? It was topaz and platinum
I think
pieces.
Oh yeah, you can
40
just add
gold.
40 gold. Yeah. Alright. So, as you guys trudge along for another few more hours, I need everyone to make a constitution saving throw, please.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I don't know what accent that was. Don't ask.
Sorry, did you say dexterity?
Constitution.
Constitution, of course. All right, 16.
All right, that's enough. 13.
Clean 16.
That's
Hey.
enough. You guys all stave off a level of
11.
exhaustion. Yeah, even with an 11, the DC was 10.
Okay, just about.
Oh, what did we stave off because you cut out there? I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Exhaustion. You don't get a level
Exhaustion.
of exhaustion
Okay.
for wandering around a labyrinth for hours in the night.
Maybe we just enjoy it.
Nothing.
You know, labyrinth wandering of a night.
I'm a dwarf, baby. This is my. I'm used to being underground at night.
Half a dwarf.
Sometimes, have to.
All right. Well, that's everything that's in this part here. If you wanted to continue north and investigate up there, there we go. There we are.
Okay, so definitely this use a pink tool. This is probably where the monster is.
Oh yeah, process of elimination. Oh yeah.
Probably.
No, that's some brilliant detective work there. I think.
Aces.
The question is, how do we get there? I think we would have to go from the south. It looks like.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
So there's up north. The only other place up here is this spike. Oopsies. There's a spike tramp up here. No. And then there's a chest up there. Those are the only two things of note at the north.
Well, just to make sure, the loot goblin has already looked at all of the chests. All right, we've gotten everything we get.
Well, if you open that top chest, I do need a charisma saving. If you left it, I don't need it.
I already did.
The one at the very top here?
Hold on. I have
Where's
to
my
zoom
thing?
out.
This one up here?
Oh no, I didn't look at that. I'll ignore that one for now. Surprisingly.
Yeah. Maybe didn't even wander up there. You're like, it's not the way to go. Cool. You don't get teleported to that other chest. Yeah, you already made your way back down there. It eventually would take some time. It's looking a labyrinth, so it takes how much longer does it take to navigate? A couple more hours. Sure, and you eventually make your way to the narrow path. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Gosh darn it.
Takes us that long to walk like 100 meters?
Well, the labyrinth is not to scale, and there's winding passages they'd have to eventually get lost in.
And I've got stubby legs.
So eventually you'd find your way back. It would just take time. Rather than roll survival checks, you're like, time. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up here and go back to my notes and drop down over there, scroll all the way down over here, click that. Oops. There we go. I have some other idea. I might not have actually put this map digitally. That's fine. So, yes, you notice over here there is a morning star laying on the ground. If anyone would like a different type of weapon.
Does it? Well, that's a bashing weapon. So can I have that and just not equip it?
I mean, you can. It would just be dangling there. I think. Yeah. Gosh darn it. I think Chinra uses a mace and a morning star. I think is the one dice step above that, a d6.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's a pretty cleric weapon.
Is it glowing or is it just a normal one?
It's a well-built mace.
Okay, well,
But does it glow?
yeah, I mean, it has to go in my accessories, you know.
I need the bling. It's a premium. It's a premium mace.
Okay, I'll take it then.
4,200 gems. Was it
That's
42 or
meta.
44? It was 42. 4,200.
42, answer to the universe?
Yes.
Or is there some other thing I'm missing? I think it's 42.
How the cost of soul gems to craft a premium mace?
Oh,
It's 42 or 44?
4,800.
4,800? Damn. Premium was so ridiculous.
it is really good. And when you go to investigate the quote-unquote gold, it's just a bunch of colored pebbles. And stones. It's all fool's gold. You got crushed by it.
See what happens when you don't have the loot goblin do it.
So yes, then we can add a mace to your inventory.
Bounty kicks rocks.
Morning
I
star.
thought it was a morning star, isn't it?
It is a morning star. Yeah. Where's their heart? Alright. Farm of War. So, in front of you now is a very ominous looking gate.
Oh, good gravy.
That doesn't look ominous at all.
Nah.
So, basically, the entire structure of where the doorway would be, entire, like, minotaur head, a bull's head. And entering the space through the doors, there is technically no doors in front of you, but the gap between it, where its mouth is open, like the top half, is just like a dark base in order to enter into the center of this labyrinth.
I cast soil myself.
No, yeah, it's free action.
Good. It's a reaction. It's that's
And
freaky
I need-
looking.
I need everyone to make an investigation check.
Dirty 20.
Nat 20 for a 27.
12.
18.
Alright. So anyone, so the 18, 27, and whatever, dirty 20. I was trying to remember what it was. The dirty 20, you'll notice as you kind of step towards this massive gate, there is a shimmering barrier just in front of you. So you notice a shimmering barrier in front of you, and anyone who wishes to study the door can make a Arcana check, or if you have a detect magic available in some capacity, you can use that as well.
Do I have that? I think I have that as a book or something. I have a
Or a
wand,
wand.
I believe. Yeah, I got a wand. Where is it? Where's my wand?
Probably your backpack or something like that.
Yeah, maybe it's in there.
Which you definitely have with you.
Yeah, no, I remember it. I just don't. I thought I stuck it in the equipment. Oh wait, no, there it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, magic wand of magic detection. I still have 2 out of 3 charges left. So if not somebody has a spell, I can whip out.
Oh,
my-
that would have
Huh?
recharged by now. You can move that to your equipment if you want.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Because I think it
Yeah.
gains recharges at dawn.
I don't think I have detect magic.
If you do, it'd be a ritual probably.
Yeah, I have stupid stuff like detect languages or something like that.
Detect languages. You are speaking a language, sir. And I
Comprehend
can tell.
languages.
I can tell by my orb that it's today. All right. Okay, so that's been reset. So I've got. Oh, no, let's see. All right, so I'm going to use a charge then, I guess, now to detect the magic.
So with the detect magic cast, this shimmering barrier in front of you is an illusion.
Huh.
But it is more than that. You also detect, I believe it's the school of conjuration, coming from this barrier as well. Where you get the sense that going through this barrier may not lead you directly to the labyrinth's center. It might lead you somewhere else.
Can we destroy the barrier?
Well, the
Circumvent
barrier is coming directly from the big old skull gate itself.
Right. Can we? 'Cause I kind of want to destroy the skull gate anyway, just because I think it's ugly, and as a decorum, I just think the labyrinth is better off without it. Can we attack the thing, or is that not a thing? Is that not a destructible item?
With the magic you currently have, it'd be very hard to destroy this structure.
What if I just bonk it a few times?
Like your rapier would be useless.
Oh, of course.
Think.
Rapier's always-
Think.
Well, somebody has a nice shiny new morning star, which I think would be much more powerful.
You'd be hitting
Probably just
like iron.
yeah, exactly. It'd
okay.
get dented, wouldn't it? And I'd just be wasting it, really.
All right. Well, so the question then is, is it ideal for us not to end up in the center and for it to take us somewhere else? Like, is that where we want to go, or do we not want to? I mean, well, first of all, do we even have a choice? I kind of feel we need to go. We either need to go through it or bypass it. I don't know that ignoring it is an option. So if we can't destroy it, I guess we just walk through it and see where it sticks us, right?
Yeah, the only way to get rid of the barrier is to dispel it.
Does anybody have dispel barrier?
Definitely don't.
Need to spell magic, but I don't think I've got it.
No, you'd have to prepare it.
How long does that take? I mean, we got all day, really.
I mean, technically you'd have to have a long rest.
Can we? Well, I mean, I don't know if that's cheating the system to be like, all right, we're inside.
Just long rest here.
Yeah, just gonna camp out, use a bedroll, and pass out for a few hours. Doesn't seem like a great idea.
No. Yeah, you already thought about shooting magic at it. Honestly, I feel like we have enough resources to handle whatever bad guys behind this gate.
Yeah. I just don't know, like, if it's not going to take us to the center, where would it take us? But so I know.
Arcana check.
Arcana check. That's going to be a mighty 9. Oh, sure. Yeah,
I love how I have a plus 10.
I might try one as well.
And I got a 12.
9 and 12.
Oh, for goodness sake. 1.
Oh, let me
These dice hate me.
let me mark that.
They hate me.
Your character.
They really
right.
do hate me, these dice, don't they?
That negates
This is what
the
happens.
20 you had.
I mean, you can make an
Yeah.
Arcana check as well. You cast magic and deal with navigation and that kind of stuff.
For who?
Are new. Katie, you're still there.
Sorry, cut there a little bit. What was that last bit?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, please.
Okay. 6.
All right. Well,
Apparently,
All
the
right.
crossing the fingers does Jack Diddley squad.
yeah.
Yep.
So with a 12, let's see. What do I have in my notes? La-di-do-do. This barrier would take you somewhere else, but you know that it's safe to deduce that the narrow passages that you came through, designed to prevent a larger creature from passing through. This barrier here that prevents direct passage into the heart of the labyrinth. All of these are countermeasures to keep something inside. So you reckon that if you go through this barrier, yes, it will eventually lead you to the center. But there might be an extra space to work through.
What's that line from that show? It's like, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me, or something like that. Makes it sound kind of really badass.
Does Van Chill say that?
Yeah, he's defiantly
And-
he says, yeah.
And Verdun says, "What's this show?"
Probably just says the line I'm picturing.
Crap, I don't know how to progress.
I mean, well, here's the thing. What's our option? Are we going to explore more? I mean, I don't know that there's anywhere else we can go. So either we go back, or we dive in and we don't give a rat's patootie where it takes us.
I mean, we're looking for the I think nighttime is the brazier. So we're looking for that.
Right, but I think the guard. I'm trying to remember that the verbiage was something like we're gonna have to fight the thing to get to the thing is what I thought I remembered. In other words,
there's a. Go ahead.
The brazier lies beyond.
Yeah, so there's a brazier near the labyrinth, and then there's a bell somewhere within the space of the labyrinth.
Oh, okay. So, well, that means it could be beyond this freaky door.
Yes, if the bad guy is behind this door, probably have to kill him, like the brazier.
I mean, we haven't killed anything really of significance in like 2 days episodes. So I just say let's just go just to get some fresh kills. We haven't met anything misunderstood in a while. Is my point. I think it's time to have an understanding.
Just the Beatles.
So Verdun takes that and he hops right into the gate.
All right.
And Valentil says, "Haha, sucker!" and runs off in the other direction. No.
All right. You watch as Verdun seemingly passes. Not even quite into darkness. As soon as he passes through the shimmering barrier, just disappears.
Is anyone gonna follow me?
I say we start looking for the bell, gals. Let's.
Well, I think we have to hope that we all end up in the same place, because we could be a bit stuffed if we all end up in different places.
Well, then let us remedy that.
So
let's hold hands.
Yeah, let's hold hands and lunge through after him, just hoping that if we haven't delayed too long, we end up in the same place.
Yep.
All right. Valentil raises his hands way up in the air to reach Arnu's hands.
I see you guys are just don't care what Verdun did. You guys are gonna band together. I see. You see how it is.
Well, we're coming after you.
I did just kind of do that, but also
I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure it's okay.
Alright, well, the same thing happens. You pass through the barrier.
Like a kidney stone. Whee.
Okay, it's a little bit more graceful than that.
Oh. But no less aggressive. I plan to give whatever is behind this thing a kidney stone worth of pain.
So, you step through this barrier, and it kind of feels like walking through mist. Like waterfall. The cool mist kind of smacks against your face. Yeah.
The waterfall smacks me. Yeah, okay.
Just the mist. So it like brushes against your face. It's nice and cool. Not moist, but the same cool sensation. Excuse me. And you are all standing in a field. Verdun kind of like on his own for a few moments, wondering where the heck is my team. Just a few moments.
Why didn't they follow me?
You'll show up in the same place. Looking around, you are in like a small little valley, but not of mountains, like a mountainous valley. You're in like a little dip, and around you are some hills, some grassy hills that stretch over and lead seemingly forever. And so the sky above you is overcast and dark, and there are no trees in this area. You're just in an open field, essentially, within this little bowl at the bottom of these little shallow hills. And in front of you, the moonlight in the sky, piercing through the overcast, seems to hit the objects in front of you. I need everyone to make a perception check, please.
Is this bright light? The ask every
25.
time.
It is not bright light.
18.
14.
25.
25 is excellent. So we'll go with
Heck
that.
yeah. We'll roll
Arno,
with that,
you-
he says.
Ooh, roll with that. So you notice in front of you, the blades of grass are new. Most of them are indeed blades of grass, but some of them are blades of knives. Little small ones that are decorating this landscape. And at the very end of this dome, this field, is another doorway just kind of sitting at the end of the field.
Okay.
And
Well,
looking all around you, you notice that these little blades of surround you entirely. And it seems you're in a field of swords, of knives.
Would we be considered gardener of swords?
Sure.
Aw.
Why not?
are they
That was
are they
legit my
quite-
inspiration.
are they well spaced apart, or are they quite sort of bunched up?
A lot of them are clumped together.
Hmm.
So you'd be hard pressed to try and avoid them.
I suppose it makes sense to try and get to the door on the other side.
Let's see, how wide does this field? It's about like a football field and a half length to get to the other side.
Now, is that American football or European football?
The only football I really know of is football, American football field.
Yes.
Sorry.
Nice. Nope. No. Good. No. That helps
Nope,
me because I know
nope,
exactly
no,
how
no.
big that is.
I don't know how big a pitch is.
There you go. All right. So we got about 100 yards. Okay.
And then you hear behind you a distant roar. More like a guttural bray.
Yippee, not.
No. Guttural brays are good. Usually that means somebody's happy.
Donkey.
In my guttural bray. Can't really misunderstand that. But we can't see the source of the bray, right? We're just
Somewhere far behind you.
okay.
I missed a bit of what was happening. What's going on?
Alright,
Guttural bray.
more like, here, let's see if I can get the actual. Maybe bray's not the right term. More like a bellow. I hate to use the word moo because it's more guttural than that, but it's not of a donkey.
Wait, did you say moo?
Moo.
It's in heat. We better run. It's gonna try to mate with us.
Guys, I'm still confused what's going on. I missed out a bit while I walked in.
There's like
Just-
a field of knives in front of you, like blades of grass or like little knives all over the place. You have to basically, in order to get to the other side of this massive field that is a football field and a half in length, there's a door on the other side, and there's these knives everywhere throughout this whole space.
I gotta have something for this.
And you hear this loud moo behind you, more like a bellow. It's the noise of a bull or a cow.
Well, we
Never
could
done.
try and do what the ancient Cretans used to do and like bull dance and sort of get on its back, and it can take us to the other end of the field.
I'll
I mean,
watch.
Great
if
idea.
you
We
do this
could do
dance.
that. I don't think it'll work out very well, but yeah, we could do that.
Shake your moneymaker, Tenra. Go for it.
I'm out of here. Mara be displeased. Alright, I don't actually have a map for this, so we're a feature of the mind.
Well, we don't have any levitate spells, do we?
Did you all turn towards the source of the noise behind you?
I think it would be natural to look
Yes.
over. Yeah, look.
I definitely would like to turn to that.
Yes. All right. So we'll carry that perception check over. You can see in the very far distance this humanoid-looking figure, but you can see the horns kind of sticking out the side of its head there.
If we're allowed to, Tinra, if we can just assume that it does not mean us the best of intents, I think we could just start shooting some ranged attacks at it and try to whittle it down before it even gets to us.
Do you
Sounds like
want
a
to?
plan.
Do you
Do you
want
think
to try
it's
to? Me and Valentine, you try to shoot like an upcasted magic missiles at it just to guarantee some hits. Just immediately fire off some shots.
That's what I was thinking. Unless we're thinking we need it to get through the blades somehow, like we ride it, like Tinra was saying. I mean, if we can saddle this bull.
He said, "Please."
Who said please?
Geez.
Oh,
Jeez. I thought he said "please," and I didn't know what to make of that.
I wouldn't know either.
well, geez isn't much better.
No, I'm just picturing Tindo trying to ride this, like, hang off this bull thing.
Praise Elmira! Praise Elmira!
It's being dragged on the ground. Well, as you deliberate what to do, it starts to charge at you. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
So we don't have a choice. You want
Spread out.
to fire off magic at it?
Yeah.
So I guess it's not affected by the swords then.
It's charging right through. They're little swords right now.
Okay.
Little knife knifes.
But I mean, does that mean that its hooves aren't getting scratched or anything? Like, is it impervious to them, or it just doesn't care about them?
It's stomping right over top of
Okay.
Combat. That one. We're open. Stat
We
block.
come in peace.
We're going to roll initiative just because it's a turn. It's time sensitive now. But you can also treat this as a chase.
21.
Okay, so hey, really quick. So does that, in theory, mean we could start bolting through the little knives towards the door instead of fighting?
Yeah,
No.
absolutely.
Are we taking? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, no. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry, carry on.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask. I mean, do we know? Like, can we determine how much damage we take, like per step per? So we've got 150 yards apparently to go. Do we know how much damage we take per
Yeah,
yard?
I have it all here.
Huh.
Yeah. So this creature starts to charge after you.
How far away is it?
Okay, let's see here. Let's say about 120 feet.
Can we do the rest of this in the next session? Because I'm quite tired.
Absolutely,
It's nearly 11 o'clock at night.
for sure. Let's see, getting things set up here. So yeah, I have the damage, so if you want to attack it, you can. If you want to dash, you can. But as you turn around, the last thing of note here for this session, as you turn around to look at the way you have to go, looking at the bowl, looking at the field of knives, is the knives have grown a little bit larger.
Yippee!
I hate growing knives.
Love that for us.
Isn't that
Growing
the
larger
way?
for it too. They're growing larger for like it too, but it's only in the space where you have to go.
Yippee.
But we're going to just lock in the initiative scores here so we can keep them for next time. We actually might have to reroll for next time, but that's okay.
I'll remember 21.
It's written here too, so hopefully it stays. And Valentine, what was just your initiative so we can just keep that written down?
It is 11.
11. Wrote that down.
Kind of like 21, but not quite as high.
Missing, substitute for the one, do some math. And you realize that you're not as good. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, the blah 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 makes sense.
So as the full moon's light cuts through the overcast sky and barely illuminates this field of knives. This minotaur, this taurian creature that shifts under the influence of the moon, this werebull, starts to chase after you through this field of knives. And as you deliberate what to do, attack, flee, rush to the door, stop it now. We will pick up there next time. Thanks very much, everyone.